Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and we're just going to be doing Premier League predictions for week 4 of the current Premier League. We're going to be going through the matches, the list of matches in a bit, and then we're going to be doing some score predictions and what score I think the matches will currently end. So now, at the week, Saturday, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 7 matches, and you've got on Sunday, September the 10th, Burnley, Palace, Swansea, Newcastle. So yeah, so the weekend matches are starting with Manchester City at 12:30. Then you've got Leicester, Chelsea at 3 o'clock. You've got Southampton, Watford 3 o'clock. You've got Brighton, West Brom 3 o'clock. You've got Arsenal, Bournemouth 3 o'clock. You've got Everton, Tottenham 3. And you've got, last but not least, Stoke, Manchester United at 5:30 on Saturday. So, week 4, it's been a good start for Manchester United, 3 games, 9 points, 10 goals, no goals conceded, and it's been a fantastic start for Manchester United. So, we're going to go into details of game by game and what I think. We're going to go in previous meetings and what the teams have been doing, and then we're going to be predicting some scores out. So anyway, as I did say, I did a big match reaction for the City game yesterday. With City Liverpool, it's going to be hard to predict. As I said, I give you some team news on the game yesterday. Liverpool still got Nathaniel Klein out. Liverpool got Adam Lallana out. For City, for Manchester City, they have got a. Who is it now? City have got Kyle Walker back from 1 match suspension. Raheem Sterling is currently still suspended for Manchester City as well. There's a big date for Liverpool whether Philippe Coutinho is actually going to be starting the game tomorrow for them, for Liverpool. Obviously, City had spent a lot in the transfer window. They spent over £200 million. They'd be disappointed that they didn't get Alexis Sanchez, but Liverpool didn't get Van Dijk as they wanted, and they did try getting Lamar, but according to the news as I updated you last night, he could be making a move to Arsenal in the current January transfer window. So it's going to be a tight affair. As I said, I run through the stats with you yesterday. It's going to be a tight affair. I said Liverpool may be problems for them at the back as they have not strengthened up at the back, and City could cause their backline problems. But Liverpool have got a fantastic attack. They've got Salah that's on form, Firmino, they've got Mane, they've got Emre Can that's hitting form, who's coming to an end of his contract. So Liverpool have still got a good attacking team, but obviously, City have been grinding out results in the last couple of games. They've only played 3 games this season. Beat Bournemouth 2-1, drew with Everton 1-1, and beat Brighton was it 2-0. Liverpool, demolished Arsenal last time out at Anfield. Obviously, they beat Hoffenheim as well. They did beat Crystal Palace, and they drew with Watford 3-4. You could say Liverpool are in slightly better form, than City. They're playing better football. City haven't really performed that fantastically well, but they have still scraped results out. In the previous meetings, there's been a couple of draws, been a couple of City wins, been a couple of Liverpool wins. So what I've looked at the stats from yesterday, my prediction on this game is going to be Manchester City 2, Liverpool 2, because I think City have got the likes of Sané, you've got the likes of Aguero, you've got your likes of Bernardo Silva that can cause Liverpool problems, but Liverpool have got a good attack as well, but City have got a better defensive area than Liverpool. But I do think this will end a 2-2 draw between the two sides. So that's my first score prediction on that game, guys. Next, we're going to go to Leicester and Chelsea. This is 3 o'clock. I'm going to do a score prediction on this game. Leicester versus Chelsea. We know Chelsea, in their first 3 games, Chelsea had 2 men sent off, was it, against Burnley in their first game. They lost 3-2. They did beat Tottenham 2-1 at Wembley. Tottenham haven't been the same team since they've moved from White Hart Lane at the moment. And they beat Everton 2-0 in their last game as well. So Chelsea, are actually hitting form now with Chelsea. So I would say this is going to be a Chelsea win. We're going to get a bit into more detail about the game. Obviously, Chelsea purchased Danny Drinkwater from Leicester. Chelsea had interest in Jamie Vardy in the window, but didn't materialise. But anyway, I can't remember Leicester's last 3. Leicester have lost 11 of their last 13 games against Chelsea. Leicester have lost their last 13 games against Chelsea in all competitions. This is the match stats. with their only 2 non-defeats in that time coming in 2015-16 Premier League season. Chelsea have won 5 of their last 6 away matches against the Foxes, scoring at least 3 goals in all those victories, including 2 last season, 4-2 in the League Cup, 3-0 in the Premier League. The Foxes have only kept 1 home Premier League clean sheet against Chelsea in 11 matches against them, with Pepige Aprex, I can't spell that, the goalkeeper, to do so in February 1998. Chelsea haven't won away from home in the month of September in any of their last 4 Premier League seasons. Last season drew 2 out Swansea before losing 3-0 at Arsenal in September 2016. However, Antonio Conte's side have won 30 of the last 17 Premier League away games and have only failed to score 2. Where am I? 2 of these trips. Since August 2016, Leicester City have lost 10 of their last 40 Premier League matches against 2016-17 top 6 sides and picked only 8 points out of a possible 42 of Leicester. Danny Drinkwater has made more tackles in the Premier League than any other English player, 190 since the start of is that true? Has made more tackles in the Premier League than any other English player, 190 since the start of the 2015-16 season. So these stats are very, very interesting on the certain apps to tell you. I didn't even know that myself. It tells you a lot of good stuff. Says Fabregas has been involved in 6 goals in 4 starts against Leicester for Chelsea in all competitions, scoring 3 and assisting 3. Against no side has been involved in more goals for Chelsea. Alvaro Morata scored 2 goals and assisted 2 more in his Premier League appearances so far this season. The players with the most goal involvements with their first 4 Premier League gaps for Chelsea are Diego Costa 7, Fabregas 6, and Eden Hazard 5. Jamie Vardy scored 10 goals in 6 Premier League appearances since Craig Shakespeare first took charge of Leicester City in February 27th. In his period, only Harry Kane 12 and Romelu Lukaku 11 have more Premier League goals. Have more Premier League goals. I'm reading these stats out about the detail of the game. What does that say there? I've bloody lost where I am. Jamie Vardy scored 10 in 16 Premier League appearances since Craig Shakespeare first took charge of Leicester City game on February 27. In his period, only Harry Kane 12 and Romelu Lukaku 11 have more Premier League goals. So that's about it for that. So I presume it's going to be a comfortable Chelsea win. Chelsea, you know, had bought in the window. They bought Bakayoko. They bought Morata. They did buy Morata. They bought Rodiger as well. Diego Costa could be still leaving. So they bought Rodiger. They bought Bakayoko. They bought Morata. Who else did they buy now? I've even forgot who else Chelsea bought. They bought Morata, they bought Rodiger, they bought Bakayoko, did Chelsea? Oh yes, they got Danny Drinkwater as well. But Chelsea have still looking to invest more money in the January transfer window. As Conte's still looking at other possible tags as well. But yeah, I presume this is going to be a Chelsea win. So we're going to get into a bit more of a Leicester City. Did they make any signings, Leicester? I couldn't even remember because I wasn't really following Leicester during who they actually bought. Leicester. Let's have a look. Did they? Let's have a look if they did. I can't even remember if Leicester actually did, guys. I don't know. Unless it don't tell me, I'll just wait there a minute if I can get it up. Leicester's last 5. Well, Leicester, obviously we know Leicester, the first game of the season, they did get beat by Arsenal 4-3. That was a 7-goal thriller. Leicester were unlucky in that game. They did beat Brighton 2-0 as well. They beat Sheffield United 4-1 in the EFL Cup. And they currently lost last time out to us 2-0 at Old Trafford, did Leicester. So Leicester so far in all games have lost 2. They've won... Yeah, they've lost 2. They've won one in the league and they've won one in the EFL Cup as well. Did Leicester City, but I don't know if they have they actually made any signings. I may have to look this up. Have Leicester made any signings? This is hard to think because I don't even know if they did. We're actually going to go basically on another app now and see if Leicester did make any signings. Let's have a look. We're going to search this up. We are going to search this up. Because I can't even remember. Wait there, guys. I'm just going to search this up a minute. Sorry, guys. Just searching this up. Just have a look now. This might be on the Sky Sports app, Transfer Centre, Leicester City. Have a look at this now. Summer. It's here, yeah. Leicester. I think this is right. Competed in from Leicester did buy a player from Sevilla, Vicent Iborra. I don't even know who he is. 12.5 million they paid for him. Kelshi Ihando for Manchester City, 25.0 million. Eldin Jakubovic, can't even pronounce these, from Hull City, undisclosed. Harry Maguire, Hull City, 17.0 million. George Thompson, Coventry City, undisclosed. And they've let out Danny Drinkwater. Obviously, they've let Danny Drinkwater out. Tom Lawrence, Robert Zieler as well. What's this about Leicester? They're expecting the Mahrez return. As I said, it looks like he was going to be going from Leicester. I'm surprised Mahrez didn't go, you know. He had permission to leave the Algerian cap. A few teams had been interested. What's this in the transfer centre? It says Leicester have confirmed the sign of Adrien Silva subject to international clearance. City asked for an extension to Thursday's transfer deadline to finalise a 22 million move for Sporting Lisbon's midfielder Silva. So it says here they've confirmed it, but this is prior to an international clear-out. A club statement had released on Friday afternoon said final clearance had still not been received, and Sky sources it could be next week before the deal is ratified. This is what's being said. It is understood Leicester officials are confident the paperwork was handled correctly. Correctly, and agreed deadlines were met. Silva was targeted as a replacement for Danny Drinkwater, who was sold to Chelsea for 35 million in the final hours of the summer window. The 28-year-old, the Euro 2016 winner with Portugal, scored 32 goals, 136 league appearances during his 6 years with Sporting. So it did say it's been agreed. This is prior to an international clear-out. So he's the Euro 2016 winner with Portugal. Looks a promising player. Does this player? He's in his mid-20s. As I said, I didn't really know about Leicester transfer news. I was just actually I just wanted to basically look it up. I wanted to look this up, what we basically suggested out. So the club actually have confirmed on the Friday afternoon the final clearance this Friday afternoon said the final clearance is still not being received, and Sky Sports said it could be next week. So the deal could be finalised next week, but this is prior to an international clear-out. So that's all I basically wanted to know, what Leicester had got in the team, because I didn't really know, to be quite honest with you guys, about Leicester, what we're going on with them. But anyway, it doesn't matter now. We've got Leicester's up. Where was I now? We are going to go back now onto the matches. So yeah, I'm going to predict, wait there, sorry about this. So yeah, wait till we get back on the app about all the detail of the matches. Well, there, guys, bear with me. This takes a while. This does take a while. Doesn't load up, then I'm gonna be annoyed. But there, guys. Just got to be patient on this app. So yeah, with my Leicester Chelsea prediction at the King Power Stadium, I am gonna go with a 2-0 Chelsea win. I think Chelsea are gonna win this 2-0 at the King Power Stadium. So I think this is playing up at the moment, guys. You've just got to be patient. Put my phone there. If it'll stay, yes, it will. That's actually good. Yeah, that's good. It's staying on there. Get back to the matches. Wait there. Get back to the match. So yeah, my first two predictions. I think City Liverpool is going to be 2-2, and I think Chelsea is going to be 2-0 to Chelsea at the King Power Stadium. So I need to get back to the list of the matches to get to more detail of the games. As I don't really do this, I don't do predictions, and I don't really do other match here. I don't really talk about other games. I only do Man United, who I support. But yeah, we'll go on to the next game right now. Right, we've got Southampton, Watford. Right, let's have a look at this then. I don't really know about this game, to be honest. So we are going to get in a bit of detail. Wait there, guys. We'll get into a bit more detail about this. Southampton, Watford. Right, don't really know much about this. Southampton are unbeaten in their last 5 Premier League games against Watford since their long-last first Premier League encounter of 3-2 at Vicarage Road in December 1999. The Hornets haven't beaten Southampton in any of their last 7 league encounters since winning 3-0 at St Mary's in Championship fixture in October 2008. Watford have used 21 different players in their opening 3 Premier League games of 2017-18, more than any other team in the competition. Southampton failed to score in 8 of their last 11 Premier League matches, including 2 of their 3 games so far in 2017-18. In fact, since the start of 2015-16, Southampton have recorded more 0-0 draws than any other Premier League team. The Hornets have kept a clean sheet in their last 2 Premier League games and have restricted their opponents just to 4 shots on target overall in this period. The last time they kept 3 clean sheets in a row in the competition was October 2016. This will be the 5th consecutive league meeting at St Mary's between these sides in which a different manager has been in each dugout. Aidy Boyford and John Perthollet in October 2008, Sean Dyche and Nigel Atkins in October 2011. Queef Laws and Ronald Koeman in January 2016, Walter Marizzi and can't pronounce some of these names, and Claude Puel in August 2016. And I'm just reading the stats. And Mark Silva and Marcio Pellegrino in this season. Mark Silva will be looking to win back-to-back league away games as a manager for the first time since April 2016, whilst boss of Greek side Olympiacos. In their 0-0 draw with Brighton, Henry Gomez kept his 50th Premier League clean sheet in the first South American goalkeeper to reach this landmark. Nathan Redmond has had a hand in 5 goals in his last 3 Premier League games against Watford, scoring 4 goals and assisting 1. So that's the things about that. So we're getting a bit more detail now. The head-to-head meetings. Let's have a look at seeing these. I'm just going to be doing these score predictions. That's what I'm going to be doing. You've got Watford 0, Southampton 0. You've got Southampton 2, Watford 0. Southampton 1, Watford 1. Watford 3, Southampton 4. Southampton 0, Watford 0. Watford 0, Southampton 0. There's been quite a few 0-0 draws. Southampton 4, Watford 0. Watford 0, Southampton 3. So, basically, yeah. Watford have not had a win, so you've got a favour. In the previous meetings, Watford have not had a win. You know, there's been 4 wins to Southampton, 4 draws, and Watford have not won a game in the previous meetings against Southampton. So, let's have a look at where Southampton have been doing. Southampton, their last 3. I can't remember their last 3 because I haven't followed every single match. So, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Southampton, Yeah, played Swansea in the first game of the season, drew 0-0. Beat West Ham 3-2. West Ham have had a really poor start to the season. Beat Wolves in the FA. Did they beat Wolves? Did they beat Wolves? Did they beat Wolves? Or did they lose to Wolves? I can't even remember this game. I really can't remember this game. Head to head, let's have a look. Did they actually... Oh yeah, Southampton lost this game to Wolves. They did lose 2-0. I didn't even know that. So Southampton lost to Wolves in the EFL Cup 2-0. So that confirms that Southampton are out of the EFL Cup. So the drew 0-0 with Swansea. Wait there, go back to the fixtures. The drew 0-0 Swansea, beat West Ham 3-2, lost in the FL Cup final to lost in the FL Cup, should I say, to Wolves, and drew 0-0 with Huddersfield Town last time out. So Southampton haven't really had the best of starts either. They've only had one win in the Premier League so far. Southampton, they've only had one win, so they haven't had a great start. As I was saying, guys, let's go back. Let's go back. Wait there, guys. Just be patient. What's this bleeding doing, this bloody thing? It's annoying me, this. Right, you've got Watford here. Let's have a look at Watford. And then I'm going to be doing my prediction for the score, as I'm going to do. Watford, have they bought anyone? I don't even know, guys. I don't even followed their transfer window, to be honest. Watford drew 3-3 with Liverpool, as I said. That was a 6-goal thriller. I think, Watford beat Bournemouth away. They lost to Bristol City. Let me go into the match because it doesn't really tell me that much detail. I know they drew 3-0 with Watford. Bournemouth, they beat Bournemouth 2-0. Bristol City, let's have a look at that. Yes, they lost 3-2 to Bristol City in the EFL Cup. So Watford are out of that as well. So here we go. Watford. Yeah, so they drew with Liverpool 3-all. They beat Bournemouth 2-0. They lost to Bristol City 3-2 in the FL Cup. And the last time out, they drew 0-0 with Brighton & Albion. So, to be quite fair, Watford have had one win as well. Southampton have only had one win. So, I think this is going to be a very, very tight affair, guys. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm going to do my score prediction right now on the game. I don't think there's going to be many goals in the game, so I am going to go actually with a 1-1 draw in this game. So far my predictions are City, Liverpool 2-all, Leicester, Chelsea 2-0 Chelsea, and Southampton, Watford 1-1 as well. So we're getting to the next match, guys. Let's get into the next match right now. We're just doing the Premier League predictions, and then we are going to go off. Brighton & Hove Albion, West Brom. Let's have a look at that. We'll get into details of that. Brighton & Hove Albion, West Brom. Brighton now. Let's have a look, get into a bit more of the game. Just going to have a look, guys, to see what players Brighton have actually brought into the club. Give me a bit of time. I'm going to have a look right now. I think, yeah, Brighton. I'm gonna have a look. You see they've got anyone in. Just have a look right now in this situation. Brighton, Brighton here, it says they've agreed to sign. Can't pronounce that. I've agreed deal to sign a Swedish under-19 striker, Victor. Can't pronounce it in January. So here we are, Brighton here, summer in, undisclosed, completed. I can't pronounce some of these names for God's bleeding sake. I know there's Matthew Ryan's added into the list I got from Valencia, David Proper from PSV, Joshua Curve Celtic, I can't pronounce that, Pascal Gross from FC Inglod, Stat 04. Some of the names are just so unbelievable, you can't even pronounce them. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players that they've actually got in. They've got 8 players in Brighton Hove Albion. They've let Fegirun Foreign go, released, Elvis Manu go, Master Morishki go, I can't pronounce, Chris O'Grady, Sebastian Poganal and David Stockdale go. So they've got 8 players in and they've let 6 go of Brighton. So not too bad in their situation. So yeah, I just wanted to know what players that got in Brighton, and yeah, that's all I basically wanted to know. So Brighton, go on the last meetings that the games have been playing. Brighton have lost to City on the first game 2-0. Lost to Leicester. Beat Ban in the EFL Cup and drew 0-0 with Watford. So Brighton are yet to win their first game in the Premier League, so they have had a bad. They've struggled so far. Have Brighton Hove Albion. So have a look. Go on back to match. Yeah, so they have a struggle. We'll go on the head-to-heads in this because this gives me a bit more detail. Brighton Watford. Well, the 2 previous meetings have ended a goalless draw between the 2 sides. There's been no wins from Brighton, no wins from West Brom, and there has been 2 draws in the process of it. So West Brom, let's have a look with West Brom. See, my battery's low now. Oh, it's bleeding 1%. Is my battery? I better charge this up before it dies. West Brom. Forget the pre-season. Beat Bournemouth 1-0. Beat Burnley away 1-0. They beat Bournemouth. Yeah, beat Bournemouth 1-0. Beat Burnley 1-0. Beat Accrington 3-1 and drew with Stoke 1-1. So West Brom have had a pretty decent start to the season. So they've beat Bournemouth, they beat Burnley, they beat Accrington Stanley. So they have won the first 3 of their 4 games in all competitions. They've won 2 of the Premier League, 1 in the EFL Cup, and drew with Stoke. So they're yet undefeated. So they've had a positive start to this campaign. So for me, I'm going to read into a bit more detail. It's going to be a West Brom win, looking at the form of West Brom so far, looking at the form of Brighton. Just going to look a bit more into it. And yeah, we'll lead this pal, and then we're going to go for a score prediction. And this is the first Premier League encounter between these teams. This is the first time in 24 years. Is it 24 years? Yeah, they've played each other in the 3rd tier. A season in which Baggies were promoted to the 2nd tier of English football. The last top flight meeting was in February 1983. All goalless draw at Brighton's old Goldstone ground. The Seagulls have never been beaten at West Brom in the top flight. Only one team has lost their first 4 matches in the Premier League. The only one team has lost their first 4 matches as a Premier League club, Swindon Town, while the other team failed to score in their first 4 matches as a Premier League club are Swansea City. But they haven't lost yet of West Brom in their first 4 games. Brighton have failed to score in their opening. Well, they have failed to score in their opening 3 Premier League games of the season. Have attempted just 6 shots on target so far. So their stats at the moment are looking very, very poor. There have only been 3 previous occasions of a side not scoring in their own opening 4 games of Premier League campaign: Swansea in 2011-12, Newcastle in 2005-6, Sheffield Wednesday in 1993-94, and none of those were relegated that season. The Premier League record for longest time taken by a team score goal in a season is 438 minutes, held by Newcastle in 2005-6. Tony Pulis has won 7 of his last 8 managerial meetings against Brighton, most recently a 3-0 victory in the FA Cup 5th round as a Stoke boss in February 2011 when the Seagulls were managed by Gus Poyet. West Brom have scored just 7 goals in 12 Premier League games since the start of the April. In Tony Pulis' reign at the club, West Brom have won just 3 of their 15 Premier League matches against newly promoted opposition. Since Tony Pulis took over at West Brom on January 1st, 2015, the Baggies have scored both a league high number 44 and proportion 44% of their goals from either corners, indirect free kicks or indirect free kick situations. West Brom have played a league high 26.4% of their passes long in the Premier League so far this season. So yeah, West Brom looking pretty really good. So my score prediction for this game, I am going to go for I would go for a 2-1 West Brom win. So 2-1 West Brom. So far we've gone for City, Liverpool 2-2, Chelsea to beat Leicester 2-0, and Southampton and Watford. What did I say on that now? I did say that would be... I can't remember what I said for that one now. So I know I did say City 1-1, 2-2 Liverpool, Leicester, Chelsea 2-0 Chelsea, Southampton, Watford. I did say... what did I say now? I can't remember. I think I said a 1-1 draw. I might have just presumably, I've totally forgot what score I said for that game. Silly me, you can forget. Yes, I think I did go for, I think I went for, was it 2-1 or something like that, Southampton. So yeah, I've changed the plans if I got it wrong. So yeah, 2-1 to Southampton. I might have just forgot what I bleeding said for bleeding else to say. So so far, Man City 2-2 against Liverpool, Chelsea 2-0 against Leicester, Southampton 2-0 Southampton, Brighton West Brom 2-1 to West Brom. As I said, now we go to Arsenal Bournemouth. Let's have a look at this. Arsenal Bournemouth, right. Arsenal, we know in Arsenal's last 3 games, you know, they beat Leicester 4-3. They who else did they beat? They lost to Leicester 4-3. They beat Leicester 4-3, should I say. They lost to Stoke 1-0, and they got demolished by Liverpool 4-0. So Arsenal have not had the best of starts. And we know Arsenal, you know, in the window had generated a lot of money. They only spent money on one player, which was Lacazette, did Arsenal. But they did let Chamberlain go after being at Arsenal 6 years. Surprised Sanchez didn't go, but he could go in January. But good news for Arsenal fans, as I updated yesterday, looks like they could be getting Thomas Lemar in. But I presume either way, this is going to be an Arsenal win anyway. Getting to a bit more detail, Arsenal 3 Premier League home meetings with Bournemouth in all competitions have ended in victory, with the most recent being a 3-1 win in November last season. Bournemouth have only avoided defeat once in all competitions against the Gunners. This came at the Vitalis Stadium last season when the Canaries let a 3-goal lead slip to draw 3-3 in January in the Premier League. Arsenal have won their last 23 Premier League matches against sides who started that day in the relegation zone since drawing 4-4 with Spurs in October 2008. Arsenal have not lost 3 of their opening 4 games to our league campaign since 1982. Finished 10th. The Gunners have suffered 3 successful Premier League defeats since January. Have suffered 3 consecutive Premier League defeats since January. So they haven't lost 3 games of Arsenal since January 2012. Yep. Arsenal have conceded an average of 1.43 goals per league game in 2017, their highest rate in a calendar year since 1965. 1.77 since winning 3 of their first 4 Premier League trips. Since winning 3 of their first 4 Premier League trips to London, Bournemouth have lost 5 of their last 6, losing most recently 4-0 to Spurs in April last season. Hearts have allowed their opponents expected goals total of 5.3 in their first Premier League games in this season. This is higher than their own XG total of 4.6. Bournemouth have started the league season with 3 defeats. They have lost their opening four. Bournemouth have started this league season with 3 defeats. They have lost their opening 4 games to our league campaign on only 2 previous occasions, 94, 95 and 1983, 1984, both in the 3rd tier. There have been just 8 previous instances of side losing their opening 4 games to a Premier League season, the last being Southampton in 2012-13. Of these 8 sides, 4 have been relegated. Arsene Wenger has won more Premier League matches at Arsenal, 458 of 793 games, than the other 19 managers in the competition have won in the competition at their current clubs combined, 379 of 907 games. Jermaine Defoe has scored against Arsenal for 3 different clubs in the Premier League, West Ham, Tottenham and Sunderland. The only player to have scored versus the Gunners in the competition for most clubs is Darren Bent. So yeah, my perspective, as I said, we'll just go into a bit more detail, about Bournemouth. This is an Arsenal win in my opinion, even though they've had a lacklustre start to the campaign. Bournemouth, it's going to be an Arsenal win. Both teams have had bad starts to the season. Bournemouth, Bournemouth lost to West Brom. Lost to West Brom. Lost to Watford. Lost. Did they beat Birmingham in the cup? Did they beat Birmingham in the cup? Let's have a look at that. No, yes, they beat Birmingham. Yeah, Bournemouth did beat Birmingham in the EFL Cup. So they beat West. No, did they beat West Brom? No, West Brom beat them. They lost to Watford. They beat Birmingham. They lost to Manchester City. So Bournemouth are actually winless so far in the Premier League, but did win in the EFL Cup. So both sides have had bad starts, including Arsenal and Bournemouth. So for me, it's still going to be an Arsenal win. They've still got enough quality in there to obviously Bournemouth. So I am going to go with a 3-1 victory to Arsenal. That's my prediction. So as I said, so far we've gone for the. Let's go back with that. So far we've gone for City Liverpool is going to be 2-2. That's going to be a really good game. Leicester Chelsea 2-0 Chelsea. Southampton Watford, as I said, 2-0 Southampton. Should be an easy win for them. Brighton West Brom 2-0 2-1 West Brom. Arsenal Bournemouth 3-1 Arsenal. So we've got 2 games left now. 2 games. So now we're on Everton versus Tottenham. So now we know Everton. Really, they've had tough games in their opening fixtures, and they've faced us soon as well, Manchester United. And Everton, I've spent spent quite a lot of money in the transfer window. They've got quite a lot of good players in. They've got Pickford in there, they've got Michael Keane in there. I was surprised basically Ross Barkley didn't leave the club. It was basically there were reports stemming that he actually was taking a medical. Ross Barkley's been at Goodison Park since he was 11, had denied these suggestions, and he looking like he was no longer under club plans. He wasn't going to be signing a new deal, and this had been confirmed. But he did say, due to his current hamstring injury, Ross Barkley's, that he decided to stay till Everton until he regains his full fitness. And he's confirmed this is Koeman. He's had talks with him why he turned down Chelsea as Ross Barkley. It's due that a £35 million fee was agreed for the player, but apparently he wasn't. Chelsea weren't prepared to discuss. Conte wasn't prepared to discuss, and the player might have felt that Chelsea didn't want Ross Barkley in the end. We know Tottenham had been linked with Ross Barkley as well, but very, very creative player, combative, but Everton can afford to get rid of him. As I said, they've also now got they got a player from Malaga as well. Did Everton, but yeah, Everton did fantastic business, as I said, in the transfer window, as I said. But with Wayne Rooney, He's had a fantastic start to the season with Everton as well. I read something up the other day about drink driving or something like that. He's due to go to court. I can't remember when the date is because I haven't fully read it. I haven't looked at fully up about Wayne Rooney. We know 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, he clarified his retirement from England as well at Wayne Rooney. But he was absolutely fantastic servant, for Manchester United. Fantastic servant. Fergie got him in 2004 for 27 million, and he's in I think 11 of those years out of the 13 years he was absolutely phenomenal. Was Wayne Rooney, won every single domestic cup with a club. All-time top goal scorer for Manchester United, 253 goals, He'd risen up the ranks fantastically well with Everton, Wayne Rooney, but over his 13 years with Manchester United, he was just absolutely fantastic, was Wayne Rooney. And I think in the last couple of years, he struggled under Jose Mourinho, did Wayne Rooney. He did struggle under Jose Mourinho, didn't he, in the last couple of years. So it was right to offload Wayne Rooney. It was the right decision. I don't know when this court case is going to be for Rooney, but he did also score. He's doing very, very well for Everton now. He got his 200th Premier League goal as well against Manchester City. Wait there. Wait there. I think someone's outside my house. But I enjoy doing these videos, guys. As I said with you guys. But as I said, Rooney was fantastic at Manchester United for the 13 bleeding years he was at the club, and England's all-time top goal scorer as well, and he deserves credit for that. But he did make his retirement the other week, did Wayne Rooney, but he's doing fantastically well for Everton at this moment in time. But anyway, Everton in the last 3, they did beat Stoke 1-0. They drew with Manchester City 1-1 as well. And they're currently... what happened in the last game now? Have I just fought my bloody memory? They beat Stoke 1-0. They drew with Manchester City 1-1. And yes, they did lose to Chelsea as well. So let's be honest, Everton have not had the easiest of starts. So they've played the likes of Chelsea. They've played City. And you've got us coming up next week as well. So Everton, in the first space of 5 games, have had 2 top 3 teams, so it hasn't been easy for them. But now Everton have got a good squad. Koeman's target to maybe get them challenging in the top 6. Maybe, maybe go for the trophy this season, considering the players that they've got in. I think they've let a few players go, as we all know. Lukaku looked as though he was going to be going to Chelsea, but came to Manchester United instead. And he's doing fantastically well for Manchester United. And he proven, Lukaku wanted to elevate to that higher level. He wanted to be playing amongst better players. He wanted to be in Champions League football. He wanted to be winning trophies. And he felt as that Everton, he wasn't going to be getting that. But either way, if he went to Chelsea, obviously he's come to us, he'd be challenging for trophies. He'd be elevating to that higher level, but obviously he preferred the move to Manchester United, did Lukaku, as he explained. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world, best fan base, one of the best histories, and this is what he explained, and this is basically why he made the move to Manchester United. And they've worked together in the past of Lukaku and Jose Mourinho. So yeah, Everton have did spend well in the transfer window. I think they did let quite a few players go as well. They got Pickford in there, didn't they? They got Rooney. They got quite a few players in Everton. Very, very impressed with Everton in the window I was. But anyway, that's Everton's last 3. Beat Stoke 1-0. Drew with City 1-1 and lost to Chelsea 2-0. We're going to get a bit more detail of the game. We're going to go to the head-to-heads of this. This is going to be a tight affair, guys, to be quite honest with you. But Spurs have been struggling at Wembley, especially, but this is currently at Goodison Park. So overall, Everton have had 3 wins in the previous meetings. There's been 8 draws and Tottenham have had 5 wins. So Tottenham have slightly had a couple of more wins in this situation. We know with... We're going to a bit of news now about Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham's first 3 games. I don't think I remember it all. Let's have a look. Tottenham. Well, Tottenham beat Newcastle on the opening day 2-0. They lost at home to Chelsea 2-1. They drew 1-1 with Burnley. So Tottenham's first three, they've had one win. Tottenham first three, they've had one win, they've had one loss, and they've had one draw. So you could say it is going to be a tight affair. But we know with Tottenham Hotspur, you know, they've got 3 players in the transfer window, which they will be very, very satisfied about, because Tottenham, you know, are getting a new stadium. You know, they're playing at Wembley for the time being. They've struggled at Wembley since they've been playing there. You know, they've still got a young, talented, experienced team. One of the best Tottenham teams I've seen for years on then. You know, they've got Harry Kane, who won the Golden Boot there. Won the Golden Boot last season. They've got Dele Alli, who's class. You know, they've still got Danny Rose there, you know, is classified as being injury prone. They've still got a class team of Tottenham Hotspur, and they did invested some money in the transfer window. You know, they got, you know, as it was looking, you know, there was only the team that didn't spend any money in the transfer window, and then right near the end, right towards the end of the window, Spurs had got 3 significant signs, because we know they lost Kyle Walker. You know, they was very, very disappointed about, but they used some of that money to get you know, Serge Aurier in as a replacement for Kyle Walker. I think Serge Aurier is going to do fantastic well fulfilling Aurier's spot. We know they've got Davinson Sanchez from Ajax, who was fantastic in the Europa League with Ajax last season. Very, very good player. He's Davinson Sanchez can play as centre-back, he can play as a right-back, so his versatility is very, very good as well. And they also got Llorente from Swansea as a backup striker as well. So Tottenham have raised that money for Kyle Walker and they did buy a couple of players. So that's very, very good news for Pochettino, but I just think Pochettino wants them to be more consistent. They're in the Champions League this season. Can't see them doing much in the Champions League, you know, because they've got an hard group. They've got Real Madrid and Dortmund in their group, I think. So it's not going to be easy for them. Tottenham Hotspur. We know a lot of English teams don't win it often. We know it's usually foreign teams, you know, when we'll see. So Tottenham, as I said, beat Newcastle, lost Chelsea, drew with Burnley. So that's Tottenham's last 3 games. So for me, this is going to be a very, very tight affair, to be quite honest with you. It is going to be a tight game, if I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. So my prediction is going to be in this game, Everton-Tottenham. Let's have a guess. We are going to go with a 1-1 draw. We're going to go with a 1-1 draw. We're going to go for Everton 1, Tottenham 1. We are going to go for that in that game. So we're going to go for 1-1 in that game. We're going to go for 1-1, guys. And now, last but not least, so far I've gone City and Liverpool 2-2, Leicester Chelsea 2-0 Chelsea, Southampton Watford 2-0 Southampton, Brighton West Brom 2-1 West Brom, Arsenal Bournemouth 3-1 Arsenal, and Everton Tottenham 1-1. And we're on the last game. Stoke Manchester United, as you saw that I did my preview the other day on this current game. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting game. Stoke in their actual last 3 lost to Everton. I think they beat Arsenal 1-0. And what was their bloody last game now, if I can remember rightly? May have forgot. Just going to it again. I know the first 2 games Stoke. This is not going to be as easy as we think. This is going to be a tester. It really is going to be a tester for us. Stoke, Everton, don't know. Everton away. Yeah, Stoke lost to Everton away, beat Arsenal 1-0, beat Rochdale 4-0, and drew with West Brom last time out. So Stoke have not had that much of a bad start. But anyway, we know that Stoke have, you know, as I explained on my preview the other day, they let quite a few players go. They've bought a couple of players, and I think Stoke have got a couple of players on loan as well. Stoke did buy Bruno Martins from FC Porto. I think that did cost them, was it round about 6-7 million, and they also purchased Kevin Wimmer from Tottenham for around about £18 million as well, did Stoke City. They also they let Orphanage go to West Ham, as we know. They let Josler go. They also got Jesse Rodriguez on loan as well, who scored against Arsenal. They let Philip Woolshield go. They let Josler go, as I said. Obviously, they've got Darren Fletcher in there now with Stoke City. So they've got quite a few players in Stoke, and they've let quite a few players go as well. So this will be an entertaining game of football. Kevin Mooney could be set to make his debut for Stoke. This is going to be a very, very interesting game of football. But Manchester United have not, we have not beat Stoke. Stoke are unbeaten against us in their last 4 home games against us. And Mark Hughes has not lost against Jose Mourinho Mark Hughes unbeaten in the last 3 league meetings with Jose Mourinho. But from my perspective, we've had a fantastic start to the season, 9 points, 10 goals, no goals conceded, and we're sticking with that 4-2-3-1 formation. Matic is playing well alongside Pogba in the mid. Lukaku 3 goals this season. Mkhitaryan's provided 5 assists. 4 of the subs have scored goals this season as well for Manchester United. Bailey and Jones are complementing each other fantastically well as a centre-back partnership. Lukaku's performing fantastically well. Rashford and Martial are performing fantastically well on that left-hand side. Martial's scoring. Rashford's now scoring. Lukaku was unlucky not to get his 4th goal of the season because he missed a penalty against Leicester. We haven't seen Herrera yet in the mix. Mkhitaryan's looking good in the middle. He can play in the middle. He can play on the right, but he's looking good. Pogba's performing fantastically well in the middle as well. The way he operates space, the way he creates that space in the middle of the park. Good passer. He's good at shooting as well. His shot accuracy is fantastic. Daley Blind's been performing fantastically well in that left back position as well. So for me, we've had 4-0 West Ham, 4-0 Swansea, should I say, and 2-0 Leicester. So we've had the best start out of all the current teams so far. So this is going to be an entertaining game of football. It is at the Bet365 Stadium. It is an 5:30 kickoff, as I said. So this is going to be an interesting game of football. But my prediction on this game is going to be, let's go. My prediction, let me think of the prediction. My prediction, we've had 9 wins against Stoke anywhere, all in all over the meetings. They've had 2 wins as being 6 shots. So overall, I'm going to go with a comfortable Manchester United win. I still think we're going to do it. And I am going to go with 2-0 to Manchester United. So that is my weekend prediction for the Saturday's games. I may do some Sunday games, maybe later on, the games that are playing on Sunday. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, let's just go back, have a look. So yeah, now we've gone for City 2-2 against Liverpool. We won't be doing reviews on the other games. I will just doing a review on the United game, but I will probably tell you the scores of the other games as well. City 2-2 against Liverpool. Leicester, Chelsea 2-0 Chelsea. Southampton, Watford 2-0 Southampton. Brighton, West Brom 2-1 West Brom. Arsenal, Bournemouth 3-1 Arsenal. Everton, Tottenham, a 1-1 draw, and Stoke, Manchester United 2-0 Manchester United. And that is currently my matches, the scores that I'm predicting on all them matches, which I will not get right anywhere. So anyway, guys, that's thank you for joining me today. That is your prediction for the games this weekend. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Subscribe to the channel as always, and we'll just go through it one more time. City, Liverpool 2-2, Leicester, Chelsea 2-0. Chelsea, Southampton, Watford 1. Southampton, Watford 2-0 to Southampton. Brighton, West Brom 2-1 West Brom. Arsenal, Bournemouth 3-1 Arsenal. Everton, Tottenham 1-1, and Stoke, Manchester United 2-0 Manchester United. So thank you for joining me today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Subscribe as always, and take it easy, guys. And I will see you all later. And we will update some more transfers if there's all else that's going on. So bye, guys. Drop your like.